What is up, guys? It's Mature Deity. I'm just gonna make this video for those of you that are new players, old players, doesn't matter. Rinak just came out. She's insane. Okay, I tested her a little bit. I didn't put her on crazy gear or anything, but this character is bonkers. So Rinak is going to, I have her at 310. Okay, my account, those of you that watch my content, you know I don't really play my main account a whole lot because I'm playing all the new player guides, especially or guide accounts right now. And my main account is in shambles. I had to refresh a bunch of sky stones and gold to try to even get this character and get her built up. I did the best I could. I don't have that much attack. I think Light had 4,500 on his and with 317 speed. The problem with my character is I don't have any fast attack necklaces, so I just threw whatever gear I could on. I have no attack on the helmet as well. The artifact's plus 15 and the attack imprint is 0. Okay, I didn't summon any duplicates or anything yet, but this character, I'm going to put some showcase matches at the end, but whether you're new player or old player, yes, this looks insane for the speed, but she has the highest base speed in the game, tied for the highest. If you're a new player pulling her, she's a limited character. If you don't get her within this next 2-week period, you'll have to wait a year before you can get her again. If you pulled her now, even if you don't have the speed, you will get speed over time, and she is fantastic. So with her kit, she cycles back. I plus 15. You do not need a plus 15 her, by the way. Do not skill up the skill 1. I just did it because I had Mola from the Mola boxes. But the skill 2 is on a 3-turn cooldown. The skill 3 is on 4-turn cooldown, but she gets extra turn, and she pushes her combat readiness up. So if you want to Mola her to this point, you can to get the extra 10 combat readiness. Not really needed, but it does help. But the skill 3, you definitely want max skill up because it does some very, very good damage. I'm impressed. So mine was doing 17,000, well, 10,000 plus the 7,000 added on. This 7,000 fixed damage is insane. So the thing with her, she's fast. She gives you an opening character that can push back other characters. And if you're a new player, you just put your fastest speed gear on her. Even if you don't have a tech necklace, that 7k fixed damage is going to be fantastic. Now, I get a lot of questions. Is this character usable in PvE? Guys, you get the best PvE characters in the game for free. Trying to slot in these extra characters for PvE, you don't really need to. If you want to make anything work, you probably can. But this is a PvP focused unit. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show a couple of the matches. I'm going to show a couple of the arena fights I did, as well as I did an RTA fight, and I did a second one and got countered every time there was a boss Aranka. She died right away, but I was mixing her with Dragon King Sharoon. This is the thing I was most excited for with getting her is Dragon King Sharoon. I can now slow my Dragon King Sharoon down to pair with her for this combination. Absolutely amazing. But before we go show that, those of you guys that don't know, I make Raid Shadow Legends content. I have to put 2 ads a month. I have to do 2 of these per month on my channel. If any of you guys want to support me as a creator, if the new guide series has helped you and you want to give back in some way, this is the best way. There's a link in the description to download Raid. There's gonna be a little cut scene here in a second where I'll talk about Raid for a second. But that is the best thing to help me. I know it can be annoying for those of you guys that heard it a lot, but they are keeping me afloat. I am very grateful to them, and I like playing the game. I have a whole dedicated channel to it. I'll link to that in the description. I have a guide series if you want to get into Raid just like E7. But let me go ahead and show that. Then we're going to come back, and I'm going to showcase the matches with Rinak, and she's awesome. Okay, but we'll be back in just a second. Click the link in the description right now to get the character Ortego right away, as well as Ugo, Tyrell, and Fane as you level up your account. Here's how to do it. Log out of Player and Play on your PC and uninstall. From there, click the link in the description and register using a new email address. Then launch Raid, complete the tutorial, go to your mailbox, and claim your first champion. Don't forget to use the promo code Supreme6 to get the crazy legendary Void Champion character Supreme Gallic before this code expires. With all these characters, it's an insane start to Raid, so click the link in the description right now and don't miss out. Okay, so for this, you're going to get a little bit of deception. I tried to download the YouTube stream, but I think I had to wait like hours before it works. So there's 2 of me. But going into the fights, I just went ahead and tried her in arena. Again, the main thing I wanted to test her with was Dragon King Sharoon. But even without Dragon King Sharoon, she's bonkers. You do not need Dragon King Sharoon. It's a meme combo that could potentially work sometimes, but I just want to showcase her damage overall. So in this fight, I didn't want to test the pilfer damage right away. I was wanting to see how hard she'd hit without pilfer. And the extra pilfer definitely helps a lot because it lowers their max HP. But you want to, obviously, I was about to do Destiny. I was like, you know what? I want to see how much she'll do if I don't target the pilfered character. So I went ahead and went on to the Shaltir here just to give her that so then I can skill through the Destina. But look at the damage. Look at the damage after this. This is a 310 speed character built with no crit. This is crazy. So fixed damage. So that's 10k, 17k without, if she had been pilfered, it would have lowered her HP and it probably would have killed the Destina or very close to it. So the fact that she's a tank busting character, she also pushes back characters with her skill too. So sometimes you'll transfer pilfer, but it's already over. The fight's already done. That it's I'm telling you, she has fantastic damage. And again, if you're a new player, don't be scared about the speed. You will get some speed over time. And she doesn't have to be 310. You could utilize her at lower speed. You just have to know where you're bringing her into. So the main two places that you can utilize her on lower speed is going to be Guild Wars and Arena. So you'll look for a team that doesn't have high base speed in Arena, and then take her, and you know you're going to go first. So if it gives you a character that you put your highest base or highest speed on, and it gives you a chance to contest your opponent if need be. But it also is going to be the option that if they have no speed, you know you're going to go first, and you're getting at least 7,000 fixed damage on every single enemy. Now, characters that look like they're going to counter her, I will show one of the RTA matches here in a second, but the Aranka is very annoying. Anything that counters, it has a chance to kill her. She does go into stealth, which is huge. Her artifact is really nice. I'd say her artifact is probably going to be best in slot for her. It gives extra attack and gives you that stealth option, but I don't know any other artifact I'd personally use. Alexis Basket, you can get Gab and deal even more damage on the skill 3, but you don't get any more fixed damage from that. But counter characters, Fallen Cecilia is going to help. I now see why they buff Fallen Cecilia in the way that she did. So any of you guys that have Fallen Cecilia, that's fantastic. She's going to be needed in the next upcoming RTA matches that you go and try to play. Having her will be big for you. Now, any of you guys that are a PvE only player and you don't care about PvP, I don't see you sticking with this game personally. I've said that since like the start of the guide, but everybody likes different things. Maybe you're only playing for story or character collecting. She isn't going to help you a whole lot. She is there for PvP, but look at that damage. Like that Euphine is at half HP after the 7k. Arya is almost dead. And then my Sharoon's getting boosted. So Sharoon can be built at 220 speed, followed behind my 310 Rinak, which I will build faster. I got to go first on attack next now, finally. I never had any reason to get a super fast attack neck. I just never, not gear I was going for, but now there is a reason for it. But even if you don't have attack neck, you can build Rinak kind of bulky. So even if you're on HP neck, she'll do less damage on skill 3, but that 7,000 AoE fixed damage is super nice. I love this team. The more he has no chance to counter or do anything with this Euphine, it makes no sense. But again, my account, I haven't played. I've been playing the new player account, so I'm in like Challenger Arena or whatever. It's not the greatest of matches to showcase, but I'm going to go ahead and skim forward to the RTA matches. So the first match here, the person tried to contest me, which this is where Rinak's really nice, is the faster you build her, you have a character that you can contest the opponent with immediately. Now, Harsetti, trying to use her into Harsetti is not going to work because Harsetti is going to set her to 0 speed. If someone asked me that during the stream. Harsetti's main point is to counter fast characters. If you want to build a 0 speed Rinak to pick into Harsetti, go ahead, build her on some effect res or something. She still gets a 7k fixed damage. You can maybe make it work. Problem is she's a thief, so trying to build her bulky doesn't really work out too great, never will. But going through, they try to go relatively fast. This was my first RTA match, and I've only played, I would say, 20 games of RTA in the last 3 months, and my account is just completely cooked on gear in terms of I need a free gear removal to re-gear everybody. But I'm going to go ahead and skip toward the end of the draft. So right here, I didn't really know what to pick. I didn't have an additional speed character, so I just threw Zio down. Luckily, they banned it. Zio doesn't do anything here because he has Elagos. I can't target him anyway, but we'll take it. So going in, the nice thing about having Dragon King Sharoon, though, as an extra follow-up, is I have a ton of effectiveness on Dragon King Sharoon. Any effect res, Bloodblade Kryn or Miki or any effect res character, I'm going to be fine. But the problem is, right here, he gave me everything I needed. The cool thing with Pilfer is even if they have immunity, I didn't realize this when I was doing it, you're going to land your debuff anyway. But he counterattacked me, and he counterattacked me again. So there, I'm basically already dead. That's going to be one of the main issues, is if you're fighting in teams that can counter. I mean, that's a 30% into 30%. And then I use my skill 3. And if I would have been able to rip my Sharoon here, we would have been fine. But he countered on both characters again. The Miki also countered. So that was unlucky. If they wouldn't have countered there and killed and got all that. But look at the damage. That right there is fantastic. The other game I won, I'm going to show it next. But my Dragon King Sharoon would have cut above them, and I would have been able to push his team back. And it's going to push all my characters up as well. So the Dragon King Sharoon combo is super fun. But let me go back to the first match that we played for RTA and showcase that real quick. I got to find it. I apologize. So right here. So this is the first match. This was amazing. This, right once I did this, I realized she's going to be pretty damn good. The main target threat here is I outsped the Polytus with my Sharoon, which shows that this is a newer player. And I, again, haven't played much RTA. But either way, she would have outsped or very close to it. But I can go into the Dilbet. So you have the option to skill 2 push back anything And then even if it's not something you want to put Pilfer on, it gives you that option. And then once I skill 3, it just one shots. It killed everything. The 310 speed character and other people building like 320. That is wild. So again, she's definitely worth pulling. I usually will wait on a character until I get like general consensus from everybody else and watch other streamers stream, see what they're thinking. I don't need to today. I just ended the stream. I'm already recording this video. She's a definite pull. No one's going to convince me otherwise. You will not regret it. Once you eventually get to a point you can use her, whether you're a new player or old, you will be happy you have her. Now, those of you guys that are worried that you're never going to get speed gear, follow my crafting guide, okay? You'll get average 17 speed per piece pretty quickly doing that. If you just follow the same thing I do, I've done it on how many new accounts have I made and made guides on? Every single account I made, the last crafting session I just did on stream, I think we got 6 17 speeds and 18 speed and 21 speed and 30,000 materials. So you will get the speed gear. You just have to know what to roll and you have to take the gambles. So don't stress about her not having the base speed you want. But that's all I have for this. So I feel like I've shown everything I need to. When you watch streams or content creators over the next few days, you're going to see she is absolutely wild. So thanks you guys for watching. Again, if you're willing to download raids, sorry I have to do those ads. I know it's annoying for you guys, but I appreciate you sticking through them. And I will see you all. If you download, it helps me a lot. So again, if you're willing to download, appreciate it. But I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.